ridiculous. I'm gonna put an end to it.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna bust my kid. I'm gonna email Morgan and tell him to get home with his sister where he's gonna stay for the rest of his natural life.
No, don't do that.
Why not?
Because if Morgan knows we're on to him, he and Molly could take Jocelyn and run.
Do you really think they'd do that?
I think that they think that they're on some kind of adventure right now with Molly involved. Who knows where they would end up?
God, you're right. Little Miss isn't life romantic.
I say that we wait them out, okay? You give them time to think about what they're doing and reconsider.
I just can't sit and do nothing.
You think I don't know that? So we're going to start a search. But we don't want this to go public. If they find out that we're looking for them and they take off, they could be in a lot of danger.
Have you heard from your sister?
Neither one.
We're looking for Molly.
Oh, yeah, she was here earlier.
Did she say or do anything that might look suspicious?
She seemed anxious to connect with Morgan, but other than that...
What's going on?
Molly and Morgan took off with Jocelyn.
Why would they do that?
It's a long story, but right now we have to find them as quickly and quietly as possible.
Right, so any help you guys can give us, we'll take it.
Molly's not answering or replying to my texts.
So what does that mean?
That my little sister is too smart for her own good. She didn't bring her phone, so the GPS can't track her.
Oh, that is smart.
I just hope my sister's okay because I want her fully conscious when I kill her. This is probably the worst idea that she's ever had.
Well, the good news is both Molly and Morgan are too young to drive, so they can't have gone too far.
Thank God for that.
And, I mean, how many places can they really go with a toddler and not be noticed, right?
In the meantime, we just hope and pray that Jax does not find out. He could totally use this against Carly.
Oh, that's right. They're in that custody battle thing.
Well, it's more like a war. With Morgan and Jocelyn disappearing under Carly's watch, that gives him pretty serious ammunition.
So which side are you rooting for?
I try to stay neutral. Jax is my godfather, and he's always been great to me.
I did not know that.
I'm a constant revelation.
Yes, you are.
On the other hand, I like Carly. I'm probably not supposed to, but I think she's cool. She's all fierce, but, caring at the same time.
Well, she certainly doesn't suffer fools lightly. I gotta admire that.
Jax is saying that she's a bad mother. That she's dangerous for her kids to be around, so she shouldn't have Jocelyn.
Well, that's more about Sonny and Jason and Kylie, right?
Well, that's what Jax is saying, but honestly, I think he's just upset that their marriage didn't work out. Which is totally unfair, using Jocelyn to get back at Carly. The whole thing just makes me sad, because Jax is better than this.
Yeah, well, love makes asses of us all.
Who said that?
I just did.
Profound.
Oh, I know, right? I'm a thinker.
Oh my God. You totally helped me figure this out.
Good for me. Figure out what?
Well, I had to veer off track, but I know exactly where Morgan and Molly took off.
Where Morgan?
No? Why should I? I don't understand.
That's not from Anthony. Morgan and Molly took off with Jocelyn, and if they send that to Jax, he's gonna forward it straight to the courts.
All right, look, I wouldn't worry about Jax. He's got more than enough problems right now.
What happened?
Well, I went to the PCPD to pay a parking ticket. Jax was there, handcuffed.
Jax was arrested?
Yeah, there was an incident at the Metro Court involving a court-appointed mediator, raging, drugged-out Jax, more drugs found in his room, and he was resisting arrest.
Really?
That's all I know. Look, he said if you bail him out, it'll count in your favor in court.
How was Jax? Was he still high or messed up from the drugs?
No, I don't think so. I mean, he was rational and in control like usual. He looked like hell, though.
God. All right, well, what did he say about this deal? If I bail him
No,
out...
Carly.
Look, it'll prove to him that you weren't involved in the frame-up, and that can go to your advantage in court.
Okay, listen to me. You cannot let Jax bully you into getting involved in this. You had nothing to do with whatever happened to him. You let him clean this up. We need to focus on finding Morgan and Molly before Jax figures out what happened.
Well, if Jax is in lockup, he's probably not going to find out about what happened with Morgan and Molly. But if I leave him there, Jason, won't I be throwing away my last chance at peace? I mean, don't I owe Jocelyn that?
Reconciliation to include living together. Wait, said reconciliation to include cohabitation. That's better, right?
Sounds official.
And no fewer than 2 romantic date nights per week.
That's too far.
But if we don't make spending quality time part of the contract, it might not take...
You guys are in so much trouble.
How did you find us?
Well, your sister knows you well. Apparently the country club is right down the road.
Well, the Pizza Shack used to be your favorite stop-off for a snack. You don't like the food at the club, and you were upset that it didn't open.
Plus, this place is in walking distance from Kylie's house, so you didn't have to take Josh on public transportation.
Excellent detective work. You guys should go work with Sam.
Do you realize the potential train wreck you could have set in motion by taking Jocelyn?
We were just trying to get Mom and Jax back together.
Well, this isn't the way to do it. Grab your things.
But they're supposed to show up together to pick Jocelyn up.
You emailed Jax too?
No, just Carly with instructions for both.
Thank God. You realize Jax could use this to strengthen the custody case against Carly. Never mind. Let's go. We need to get Jocelyn home and hope that Jax never finds out that she was gone.
You are in so much trouble, I don't even know where to start.
Sorry I scared you, Mom.
Sorry doesn't cut it. Come here, baby. I don't want to yell at you in front of your sister. I think she's had a hard enough day, don't you?
Here, I'll take her to Mercedes. Come on.
Thank you.
There you go.
Go on, sweetheart.
You're fine. I got you.
Nice going, Morgan.
Thank you both for finding them.
Oh, well, Christina deserves all the credit.
Don't even try to justify this or come up with some kind of excuse.
Please
okay?
don't be too hard on Morgan. This was all my idea. I thought if you and Jax were forced to reunite for Jocelyn's sake, you'd realize that you still love each other and get back together.
Okay, I'm speaking to both of you when I say this. What you did was wrong. And not to mention really dangerous. You know Jocelyn is still recovering from a kidney transplant. What if something went wrong?
We took her medicine with us, Mom.
If there was a real crisis, the medication wouldn't have mattered. Do you realize that?
I guess we didn't think it out very well.
There's more than just one reason this was a really bad idea. Why do you think we have guards all around?
Because Dad has enemies.
Yes, and if those enemies would have found out that you guys took off on your own, what do you think would have happened? I'm not done with you. Carly, Jax. Okay, thanks for calling. Well, the judge made a decision about Jocelyn's custody.